Yo, what's good? Got a quick trade recap today. Took a W. It's been last time I took a trade was last Friday, like last Friday. So like in September, and it's now October, the first week of October. So let me just go over real quick. It was a pretty good trade. It's good that I stayed patient. Oh, it's just frozen, bro. But yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Let me just explain it really quick. Okay, so this it was on GBP JPY. Yeah. So I'll just go through it really quick right now because I'm kind of trying to go to bed right now. So bro, I had a midterm today, bro. Oh my god, and it's at 6:30 p.m. 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Like six to seven. Like who plans a midterm at 6:30 p.m., bro? Like going to home at like 8 p.m., like 8:30 p.m., bro. And it's like everyone's trying to get home and it's a pitch black, bro. And it's like now I have to do this shit even later, but bro, this is the matrix, bro. So GBP JPY is bullish going into market open. We closed above this high, 4-hour high, and we never disproved that bullish structure. But I low-key messed up my midterm too. I just think wait. I got a question wrong now. I think about it more, but so with that bullish mindset, I'm switching between too much, but with that bullish mindset, I was mainly focused on the London lows being taken, and then targeting the London highs and the Asian highs. Those are my main two like magnets, if you will. So we had a pre-market sweep. This was at around 520ish. So this one, like because of that, I was a bit more hesitant. I was a bit more like on the like trying to like avoid it kind of because it didn't look that good. But then after some more time, I was patient and I found a better setup than like originally, right? But sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. So our market open, we have 5-minute market structure shift to the upside, closing bullish. So at this point, I was looking for continuation because we did have 30-minute closure below, and two, because it was a pre-market sweep. So the continuation I first noticed was that we came into equilibrium, I believe. Yeah, we came into equilibrium here, and I was just looking for a 1-minute breakout structure because we never disproved 5-minute bullish market structure. I think, bro, 5-minute bullish structure or whatever, if you will. But yeah, so now going into the 1-minute, because the 1-minute was bearish, I was looking for 1-minute confirmation to the upside. So we came into equilibrium, and then boom, we inverted these gaps. So I entered long off this. However, when I entered off of here, like here's the thing, right? Because my equilibrium was off here, I was keeping my stop loss around like this area, and then I want to keep TP1 right here, and that risk reward was very tight, like because I want to have like at least a minimum of 1.25, right? So with that, it was like a 1-to-1 when I got filled, because like bro, like probably because of the government like shutdown or whatever, but the spread was like hella, like it was like a lot, right? Like I wanted to get filled in like so I entered off the closure of this, right? I wanted to get filled in like at least here, right? I got filled in like up here, which was really annoying because I remember when we had this big run up, I was like, I wasn't even in profit. I was still in drawdown, which was really annoying. So I think I got filled in around here. So I was like, bro, this risk reward is like kind of cooked, because now it went from 1.25 to like 0.9. I was like, do I really want to be taking the trade? Like, not really. So I was waiting. Stop loss was below here, and then we ended up, I don't know why, but we ended up taking a huge dump, a huge crazy work, bro. Like my heart was like, it was just plummeting, bro. I was feeling like worse and worse and worse, and that was because I was not really fully accepting of the loss, and also, I didn't really want to lose because it's been a super long time since I took a trade and won a trade, because the last trade I took on last Friday was 2 losses. It was like pretty bad, so I was kind of like not really wanting to lose, and that is like why I didn't really want to lose. Like I saw like this, and I was like so much in drawdown, and I was like low-key, like kind of tweaking, right? But we ended up coming back, and I just took it out at break even, because this is like not really the best. Cause like when I entered, I was like trying to get out of it, but I was like in hella drawdown automatically because I entered with like freaking crazy ass freaking jump, bro. So that's why I got into a slight profit, and I closed it. It pushed like way past my TP. I put a TP at break even, and I think I made like just barely anything, like 0.1% maybe, like about $8, right? So not that much. And then I just closed at break even. So I was just waiting for like a more proper continuation, more proper confluence, just maybe waiting out a little bit more just to like allow market to fully develop. So we ended up retracing into 1-minute equilibrium here, with this low and this high. So I was like looking to enter off of that now, because this looked much better compared to that one. And yeah, So what happened? Retraced into 1 minute equilibrium, and then we were still maintaining 5 minute bullish structure. So entered off the 1 minute break of structure to the upside. Like this was okay, because like after seeing what happened in the previous trade, I was like, yo, I'm gonna put like so much of a gap so that even if I do enter, it'll like be a bit better. So I was planning to enter like around here, get filled in here, but we actually pushed up way past. So I waited a little bit, and we ended up pushing a bit lower. So I got filled in right here, I believe. Was it? Let me just check my MetaTrader. Probably put him. Okay, so I got filled in right here. Like if I were to enter off here, I would probably go and fill in around here, but I waited a little bit and I got filled in around this point. So I entered long off that, and I just got off the charts. TP1 was the London low. Let me find the top of this. So this was like a hella long runner. That's why it's like super crazy risk reward. So it's not like I made a crazy amount. I made like a decent, like pretty large. I think this is my second biggest trade, I think. But this was a 1 point. Okay, wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. It was not a 2.18, bro. I'm tweaking somewhere. So I was mistaken. This was the trade. Stop loss was below the equilibrium. Entered long off that. I think, yeah, this seems about right. I think it's about 1.5. My risk like 0.8, maybe 0.9, I think, on this. Because I was kind of a bit like trying to not over risk on this, because again, with the government shutting down and everything, I was a bit more picky on what I was trying to look for. Yeah, this is basically what the TP1 was. TP2 didn't keep it here because it was kind of close. I just kept it at a 1 hour high around here. That got hit soon after, and then TP3 was the absolute Asian high. And this is when I took a majority of my position off, and so I took 0.5, and then 0.6 here, and then I left a runner to like some ancient daily high, and that ended up getting hit as well. So yeah, we pushed a bit higher, but this ended up getting hit, so pretty good. That is the trade. So what emotions did I feel? Well, we can check over the journal. So okay, yeah, so the main thing was that I was feeling a bit like nervous of losing, especially, I think I already said this, but especially because I hadn't taken a trade in a long time. I was kind of getting a bit too hopeful of taking a trade, because like, after some time of not taking a trade, you feel like you want to take a trade, and just kind of getting to my mind. And then when I took a trade, I was kind of hoping that I would win. Not trying to meditate and shit like that. I was like, yo, I accepted the loss. But I don't think I truly accepted the loss. I was like still having a hope in the back of my mind that I would be able to win. And that's kind of what caused me to have like the idea in my mind that I would be able to win. When I won, I felt quite relieved, but I felt like if I did lose, I would be able to accept it. But it's just like I would be down for the rest of the day. I would be in a bad mood, and that would kind of cook my mind. So that's like the main issue. Euro US, I wasn't really too worried about it during the day, because like, bro, I was more focused on the midterm, I can't lie. So yeah. But okay, now Euro USD 4 hour was bearish going into market open, London high, London high and Asian low. That's like kind of what I was looking for. But we ended up like, I think we made equal lows here, if I'm not mistaken, according to my calculations. Yeah, so we made equal lows. So it's kind of more confidence that like to come into the Asian lows. We did end up coming into the London highs and not poking the Asian lows, but we ended up coming up here, but it was like way after the market, like ideally trade time. So that's kind of why I sat out of this. Didn't see anything in the time of like that I really wanted to take anything. Now GBP USD, yeah, this one I didn't really know what I was looking for, because 30-minute was, 4 hour was bearish, I believe. But we took out so 4 hour was bearish, and we didn't really have any lows for the London session. We didn't form any 30-minute lows, so didn't really look at anything. But we ended up coming into the London high and the Asian low, just like Euro USD, and continued on lower. So that would have been nice. But the only issue that I didn't really like, the two things I didn't like about this is, one, that we didn't have a clear target, and two, we had this was like a bit later into market session open. So yeah, that's pretty much all for today. Pretty quick, but bro, I don't know, my mouth is just so dry. I'm just tired of school, bro. My throat is so dry. I don't know why. Not my throat, my lungs are cooked, bro. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.